Hello students, I once again welcome you all to another session of your English classes. Students, we have completed the summary and explanation of this lesson, that is Memories of a Visit. Today in this video we will be doing the textual exercises. So we will be today solving the textual exercises of lesson 2, Memories of a Visit. So students, take out your English course book and get ready with your pencils. Students, come to page number 13. Understand and answer. Exercise A and exercise C. I have uploaded these answers of these two exercises in your assignment section in the end tab. Now we will be doing question number B. Mark the statements as true and false. So T for true and F for false. Now number 1. The airport is outside the city of Paris. True. Number 2. Paris is built on the banks of the river Seine. Again it is true. Number 3. France has snow-capped mountains, rivers and plains. Again this is true. Number 4. Normandy and Brittany are separated from the rest of France by the sea. True. And number 5. Coastal France was not affected during World War II. This statement is false because during the World War II, the coastal France was affected the most. Page 14. Expand words. Number A. We are going to do this match the following. Now what is a passport? A passport means a document from the government of a country that says a traveler is a citizen of that country. So passport, you will match it with number D. Number 2, visa. What is visa? Approval from the government of a country which allows a foreigner to enter that country. I am repeating once again. Approval from the government of a country which allows a foreigner to enter that country. So it is number 2. Number 3 is ticket. What is a ticket? A paper that allows one to travel on a particular transport. It may be plane, train or bus. So, number E is the answer for ticket. Now, number 4, airport. An area where planes carrying passengers and goods take off and land. I am repeating. An area where planes carrying passengers and goods take off and land. Next, number 5, luggage scanner. Now what is it? A machine that uses X-ray to see what is inside a traveler's luggage. A machine that uses X-ray to see what is inside a traveler's luggage. So students, the number is 2, 4, 5, 1, 3. Now students, come to page number 15. Proper and common nouns. Now what are proper noun and what are common nouns? When we refer to a particular person, place, animal or thing, it is proper noun. And when we refer to a group of person, place, animal or thing, it is called common noun. So now exercise A. Read this paragraph. Underline the proper noun and circle the common nouns. Now let's start. The National Rail Museum in Chanakyapuri, New Delhi, is a favorite place for adults and children. I am repeating. The National Rail Museum in Chanakyapuri, New Delhi, is a favorite place for adults and children. Now here, the National Rail Museum, Chanakyapuri and New Delhi, all these three are proper nouns because they are denoting a particular place. And adults, children, they are common noun because they refer to a group. Now next sentence. There are many big and small engines to explore. In this sentence, engine is a common noun. Next sentence. Coaches that were used by the Maharajas are also on display. So in this sentence, coaches and Maharajas, these two are common noun. Now students, the rest of the exercises you are supposed to complete as your home assignment. Now number B, collective noun. Now what is a collective noun? Collective noun is a group of same kind and a special name is given to that group. So now fill in the blanks. We have to use the words given in the help box. So number 1, a range of mountains. Number 2, a bundle of sticks. Number 3, a regiment of soldiers. Number 4, a bunch of keys. Number 5, a school of fish. Number 6, a swarm of bees. Now students, observe in these exercises, that is in these questions 1 to 6, a special name is given to the group of mountains, a group of sticks, a group of soldiers, a group of keys, fishes and bees. So, when a special name is being given to a group of things of same kind, it is called collective noun. Page number 16. Exercise C, that is abstract noun and concrete noun. Now let us find out the difference between these two. An abstract noun expresses a feeling, a quality or a condition. An abstract noun cannot be touched, but a concrete noun is used for something you can see, feel or touch. Now come to exercise C. Circle the abstract nouns in the box. Now I have already done it, students. C. Faith, abstract noun. Chocolate, concrete noun. Intelligence, abstract noun. Cities, concrete noun. Freedom, abstract noun. Truth, abstract noun. Courage, abstract noun. Happiness, abstract noun. Umbrella, concrete noun. Sand, concrete noun because we can see them, touch them. Hat, concrete noun. Sleep, abstract noun. So all the nouns that are not circled are concrete noun. Now the next exercise. Using the words which we have just now circled, we have to do these fill in the blanks. Now number 1. What was Birbal famous for? What was Birbal famous for? Birbal was widely known for his intelligence. Birbal was widely known for his intelligence. Number 2. What is the moral of the story The Boy Who Cried Wolf? What is the moral of the story The Boy Who Cried Wolf? No one believes a liar even when he is telling the truth. So the answer is truth. Number 3. How did Rani Lakshmibai fight the British? How did Rani Lakshmibai fight the British? Answer. She fought them with great courage. She fought them with great courage. Number 4. Do you believe in me? Answer. I have complete faith in you. I have complete faith in you. Answer. Faith. Number 5. What is your history project about? What is your history project about? Answer. It is about how the Indians got their freedom from the British. It is about how the Indians got their freedom from the British. So the answer is freedom. Now number 6. Why are you smiling so much? Answer. I have received some good news, which is the reason for my happiness. I have received some good news, which is the reason for my happiness. Now page number 17. The last question. Exercise D. We have to choose the correct answer. So number 1. Where are the boxes for the sweets? Where are the boxes? B-O-X-E-S. Number 2. Do you want to hear a funny story? S-T-O-R-Y, singular form. Number 3. Please give the gift to the 2 boys. B-O-Y-S, boys. Please give the gift to the 2 boys. Number 4. Supriya wears beautiful scarf. Singular. S-C-A-R-F. Number 5. The tree that fell was about 10 feet tall. Number 6. Ask the children to come and sit here. So I am repeating once again. Number 1. The answer. Boxes. Number 2. Story. Number 3. Boys. Number 4. Scarf. Number 5. Feet. Number 6. Children. Again I am telling boxes. B-O-X-E-S. Number 2. S-T-O-R-Y, story, that is the second option. Number 3. Boys, the first option. Number 4. Scarf, the first option. Number 5. Feet, the third option. Number 6. Children, the second option. Now students, with this we have completed the textual exercises of lesson 2, that is memories of a visit. Now the time to listen, time to speak, these are classroom activities. So now students, hope you all have completed the textual exercises of both the lessons, that is lesson 1 as well as lesson 2. Now get ready for a new lesson in the upcoming video. So thank you students and bye for now.